bring this to our community here in San Bernardino. We've invited local pregnant and breastfeeding moms to come celebrate with us. We've also invited our community partners and the Department of Public Health programs to really promote and encourage moms to choose breastfeeding as their choice to feed their infant.
Recibí un mensaje de texto de WEC que iban a celebrar el baby shower y vine antes a otro evento y me pareció interesante. Aprecio mucho este tipo de eventos, las ferias, porque te dan muchísima información y recursos y pues es una buena manera de conectar.
Not only did we have our community partners and our public health partners, we also had an expert breastfeeding panel. Our panel consisted of a physician, an international board certified lactation specialist, and also a WIC staff member who's a lactation consultant. They were able to answer audience questions on breastfeeding to help them with their feeding journey.
During the panel discussion, we covered the topics of breastfeeding, expectations. We covered what is good nutrition during pregnancy, also what we can do to set ourselves up for breastfeeding and the support that we need when we are breastfeeding.
So after the panel, we also had baby shower gifts to give away. We had over $2,000 worth of baby shower gifts for all of our attendees, and everyone got a gift today.
Events like this can support better health outcomes for families by linking them with the right resources for their pregnancy journey, for their breastfeeding journey, and for their postpartum journey. So it can definitely help empower them to get what they need. They can hear the right piece of information. They can link with the right resource or right group. I feel like it can be very helpful for them in that way.
Every year, the event has been such a success. We really look forward to doing it again next year.
Today we are at Yucaipa High School and we're promoting Rethink Your Drink Day. And we're having an event here at the high school with the students, providing information on making healthier and better beverage choices and informing them about the health risks such as type 2 diabetes and dental cavities and heart disease that are associated with drinking sugar-sweetened beverages.
A lot of kids my age, if we see a drink, usually we just go out and have a soda or an energy drink, when really, we should just hydrate ourselves, get something with electrolytes or just straight up water. I think this is a great event for students. I honestly think that we should start doing this annually because it's really an eye-opener for students. It lets them see the other options to sugary drinks that are, at our age, it seems that that's the one thing that you can drink. It's always good to have water. It's always good to have something with electrolytes because it truly is the better thing for you.
and kings. You are a king because you rise even when the world tries to press you down. You are a king because your mind is sharp, your heart is deep, and your spirit refuses to break. You are a king because wisdom walks with you, strength lives in you, and greatness comes from you. Never forget it. Royalty is in your blood.
We're out here celebrating International Men's Day.
International Men's Day.
International Men's Day.
International Men's Day is a special day. I'm proud to be here and celebrate International Men's Day.
And today we're celebrating International Men's Day.
We're here for SB Fatherhood, International Men's Day.
Shout outs to SB Fatherhood.
Shout out to SB Fatherhood.
It's our 7th annual International Men's Day. 7th annual.
Okay, you know, it's important to give thanks to the men and women out here, or the men out here, for and give them resources, because as men we're falling through the cracks.
And the reason why we celebrate it is to show men that they matter to us, even though the whole world tells them no, your feelings aren't validated or anything, but they matter to us. And this is why we do this event, because we want them to know that we really love them and that they matter a lot to us.
Events like this are much needed to get some much needed resources, much exposure to just common sense, you would think, subjects such as mental health, emotional health, the family structure.
Hi, I'm James Detman. I work for VARP Incorporated. We operate Gibson House for Men, Gibson House for Women, and other drug and alcohol rehabilitation programs. It's really important that these men be given the resources they need and the support they need to be all they can be.
It was a great experience, a great way to celebrate being a man and being a proud father. We need more events like this.
And I had a great time. I appreciate it.
But it was one of the joyous events I ever attended in my life, and it was pretty cool. Everybody was chill, down to earth. I ate good. I got fed like a king and everything. And nothing but king treatment. This was a sight to see. And if you missed out, you need to make the next event.
We support International Men's Day. We support Ryan Berryman and San Bernardino Fatherhood.
Great energy, great vibes, a lot of community building, a lot of community interaction. We definitely need more events like this, more young fathers, more seasoned fathers, just parents in general.
To the needs of providers from last year's survey results, learning about implicit bias to having tools of what they can actually implement when they're in practice.
When we improve the birth outcomes for Black women and Black babies, or babies and Black women, what we see is that the system changes. And those system changes kind of go through all populations. And so when we think about the needs of babies, we actually change the future in terms of all chronic diseases.
So one of the things I think that we can do, and that the speaker talked about tonight, was really integrating this into some of the education for all of our providers. So making it a standard part of our training and an expectation of care.
Standing in front of San Bernardino Medical Center. We are so excited to be here today because we're starting the county's very first breast pump loan program here. So going forward, if you're a WIC participant and you deliver your baby here and your baby's in the NICU, when you're discharged, you're going to be able to go home with a hospital-grade Symphony pump. That way there is no delay in you being able to pump life-saving breast milk for your baby once you're home.
Breast milk offers a great source of nutrition for NICU babies. And some of the benefits include reducing infections for premature babies and also improves our health outcomes. For more information on our pump closet program or how to access a pump, you can contact our San Bernardino County Department of Public Health WIC program, and we will be more than happy to assist you.
heard about this program through Instagram. I had been scrolling and I was in need of diapers, so I ended up finding it. And I was like, I'm really needing this right now, especially with the baby that we just had. He's gonna be 2 months. So I was able to find it, and I was really excited to have this opportunity to come and be here, and they would provide the diapers. I definitely would refer this program. I actually wanted to send a couple friends this program, but it was kind of last minute to send it for them to come today with me, but I would want to still refer them. If there's more events, that would be great, so I can invite all my friends to come and benefit as well. I learned that I'm not the only parent going through things, especially with the 2-year-old. Hearing other parents talk about their experiences makes me feel like I'm not alone. And I really feel that made me smile a lot, hearing those stories of, their kids as well trying to do things they're not supposed to at their age. But it's just amazing to be able to learn alongside them and be able to also see how I can parent my child and be a better parent for my children.
I would definitely come back to this mothers group. I thought that it was very informative. I enjoy meeting the other moms here and just talking to them about their experiences. And even though like I said, I have a 17-year-old, an 11 and 8-year-old, I'm still learning things every day about, advancements in the technology, advancements in what we can do to help our children grow and just be better individuals and be ready for the world, because in a Black culture, we don't really talk about mental health. And I think mental health is very important when it comes to a child's development. Learning these skills as a parent is going to help me teach my children to be better out there in the world, how to handle their emotions, their behaviors, and just know that they're not alone and that there's help out there for them.
Sí recomendaría a alguien al programa porque pueden aprender cosas que no saben. A veces pensamos que ya lo sabemos todo. En el caso mío es de cómo ayudar a los bebés a calmarse, a veces me ayudó mucho. Pero sí recomendaría a alguien.